Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? We are live. We are currently live on both Twitch and YouTube. So, hello everybody. In case you are watching the video or past broadcasts on YouTube, I am Babbling Bike. We are playing a level 100 Paladin. We are going to be farming the Lightless Arbor dungeon for a little while, and then going to head back to Monoliths. We've been farming around high 200s, low 300s corruption. And yeah, let's get to it. Hope everybody's having a good one. And this is a live stream in case I didn't make that apparent. That's why if you're on YouTube, you're like, whoa, this guy uploaded a 3-hour video about this? What? Check something real quick. All right, cool. Alright, Lightless Arbor, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to do tier 4. I think we could pull that one off. We have done tier 4 before. Oh yeah, this isn't Jorah's place. We were looking for those relics. We were farming for relics yesterday and we weren't getting much. Okay, cool. Looks on the up and up. Sure, those are some good stats to have. So we spent like what, 3 hours yesterday farming relics, and I don't even think we found a single relic to help us along at all. It was mildly disappointing. I haven't run this dungeon in a little while. I remember last time I ran it, I did complete it on T4 a couple times, but it was hard. I do feel like we got some better items now, though. From the last time I ran it. Probably would also not be a half bad idea to get like some Foots of the Mountain out of it. Obviously those are RNG. We're not going to be able to be like, oh yeah, I want this and this. On the plus side, we are just absolutely slaying everything. Exalted items. Alright, I'm gonna pull up my Spotify. I'm gonna slightly... There we go. Turn down the music just a tad. Alright. Guess we're ready as we'll ever be. Oh, come on. Yeah, still doing a lot of damage here. I should probably just be preemptively just casting these hammers. Oh, I don't think we got the other one. Yeah, the other one was like almost done. Oops. Rookie mistake. Alright. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, shoot. It's not supposed to do that. It went up too high. Dude, it just like went, you're dead. It's our physical. Yeah, we're... Oh. Okay, well, let's see what we got out of that. We got okay stuff. There they are. Yeah, okay, let's try that again, cause that hurt. Just tickled me just a tiny little bit. And it was like, you're dead. Gives health. I'll take it. This has got to be a two-handed. I was like 300% on a single? Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Just gotta find this door here. Okay, well that's not the door. That was a door at one point in time. Probably ages ago. Okay, here we go. We found the door. Exalted amulets on the next floor. Oh boy. Actually, that's actually not too bad. That's good. We want higher drop rate of exalted amulets. Ultimately, though, we would want a higher drop rate on the relics. But I think we're only going to get it from the boss. But geez, man, that like, I swear. Okay, so what it's supposed to do when that little green thing goes around the entire base, you're supposed to stand on the other side of it. You should be safe, but I swear, like, one of the lines went up too far and it touched me for half a second and I died. It was painful. My big strong paladin got touched by the little green line and I died. There's a reason why they call the Death Hall the Green Line. Hey, what up, Big Getter? Is it Bad Jeter? Like as in Derek Jeter, the baseball player? Or is it like Cat was saying? Was it Badger? Hey, what up, Badger? Okay, so he was right. Bad Jetter. He says it a lot better than me, yeah. Do hammer shotgun if you hit in the center? Yeah. Hey, what up, Skazzo over on YouTube? Yeah, because as you can see, the further out they go, you're going to be missing a bunch of people. But if you get in close, you can do like a little shotgun effect. How you doing today, Skazzo? I've seen you comment on my videos before. Thank you for coming out for one of the live streams. This is something new that we're doing over here. We're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So I teleport in like this, and now that I'm a lot closer, you just shotgun them out. Obviously, if I'm trying to hit something over there, I might hit them with like a line or two, but that's about it. For sure, that's cool to know. Good to catch you live. Hey, yeah, I appreciate the support, man. And there's different hammer builds out there. There's hammers that swirl around you and everything, but I'm playing what's known as the Nova hammered in. This is the hammers go out in a Nova pattern. Okay, so this is going to be our second attempt on killing the boss. Well, I actually got an uber unique D4 today, which is kind of awesome. Hey, congratulations, man. I remember preseason, I was trying to find uber uniques, and then I eventually just reconciled myself to the fact I'm never going to find them. And then, you know, I heard in season 2 they made it easier for the unique farm. Very psyched for 1.0, though. Had a blast playing Rune Master. Hey, man, Rune Master looked pretty good. Yeah, for sure. Rune Master definitely looked pretty good. I'm just such a Paladin nut. I just like playing Paladin. That's what I'm going to be playing on 1.0. They made it easier, yes, in Season 2. Yeah. I think if I wasn't so intertwined into Last Epoch, I probably would have gone over there and checked it out. I probably still will. The season's long, right? We got another 2 months. Oh yeah, I should probably throw that over there. You know, that helps. Yeah, man, it's fun. Hope between the different ARPGs right now, Last Epoch crafting is so damn fun. Can't wait to get back to it. Yeah, the crafting system in this game is absolutely amazing. Okay. Whew. I'm having to get my serious face on with this. I think I'm standing in the right place. Okay, cool. Die! Oh, okay. There we go. Badger over on, I'm sorry. Bad Jetter over on Twitch. One thing that is not fun in this game is online play. The lag and the issues are horrible. Hopefully it'll get fixed. Yeah, I noted that in my YouTube video, things I'd like to see fixed in last epoch. The lag was definitely one of them. I feel like it's gotten a little bit better, but it seems very situational. Like, I'll play with a guy like Cap over on Twitch, and he lives all the way in the UK, but he has a fiber connection. I have a fiber connection, and together it's a good time playing. But then I'll play with like somebody else who's in the United States, right? So I'm not playing with somebody all the way clear across the Atlantic Ocean, and our connection's trash. So yeah, I'm right there with you, Bad Jeter. Or Bad Jetter. I'm sorry. Let's see, what do we got here? Because we were looking for relics. Looks like there was a couple good relics. Well, a couple of relics. I wouldn't call them good. Nah. Okay, I'm probably not going to be doing too much vaulting. If you guys have never seen this before, this is the vault that's at the end of the Lightless Arbor dungeon, and you can basically gamble your gold. Yeah, I mean, they still have time before the official release. Yeah, for sure, for sure, Bad Jetter. So this kind of gives you an opportunity to gamble with like some of your gold. Ish. You basically you select, yes, I want to buy that. No, I don't want to buy that. And you just keep going and going until you've just spent however much you want to spend, and then you enter the vault, and everything that you ask for will you don't get to determine the affixes on the items. I don't think so, but you get to determine, like, do I want exalted items in there? Yes or no. Do I want unique items in there? Yes or no. So I'm gonna stop yapping and show you what it looks like, in case you guys haven't seen this before. Sure. Adds an idol to every chest. Decline. All chests drop 20% more exalted items. Sure. I don't care about that. Adds an additional... No. Adds a chest that drops... No. Random chest drops 20... No. Yes. As a unique weapon to a random chest. No. As a chest that drops several exalted helmets. Sure. As a chest that drops many affix shards. Decline. As a chest that drops... No. Decline. All items from every chest have a 20% chance to be duplicated. Okay. And I think we're going to do that. We were able to get more exalted relics out of this, so that's what we're looking for. So to kind of set the table, what I'm looking for tonight is I'm trying to find an exalted relic and or a what is that, one of the erased relics that would go right here. Each class has their own relic, and I basically I'm looking for +4 to hammer throw because right now we got a pitiful little +1. I want that +4, baby. It's kind of rare. It's a tier 7 affix. I'll take a tier 6 one. I'll take a +3. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. I'll take that. These are primalist relics. What about it said relics, it didn't say it would be for your class. Oh no. I got hoodwinked. Okay, there we go. We got one and I don't need it. Alright. So let's go to the next one. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's something. Oh, we got a lot of stuff, and we did get a plus. We got an LP1 Peak of the Mountain. So, man, cannot leech health from critical strikes. Oh, that would break my build. That would definitely break my build. Gain 1 stack. Yeah, well, we already got a legendary version. That and okay, cool. Let's go back to the entrance and run it again. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll throw that right over there. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Code of an Erase Sentinel. I'll take either one of these or an Exalted Relic with +4 hammer. Well, anything above a +1 basically. I'll take a +2. I'll take what I can get. Oh yeah, it helps if we have keys, right? Run it again. Oh, critical strike chance. Didn't know this was an ASMR live. That sound was on point. What was the sound? Was it the music or was it like my keyboard? I'm trying to reduce that. I was listening to myself on YouTube today and I'm like, dude, I swear all I could hear is the clickety clack on my keyboard and mouse. And so I made some adjustments to my noise gate today. Hopefully that helps. Oh, what in the world is that? Oh, what's a set item? Yeah, I probably got 5 of those. What is this? No. How do you have so much gold? I feel like I'm wasting all of mine on chest space. When you get to level 100, and I don't know if you're at level 100 right now, Badger, over on Twitch. I feel like you don't really need to be picking up as many items because your build is pretty much there. You're kind of min-maxing at that point, so your storage is not as packed. I've kind of had this build set for a while now. I was playing some other classes, and then I came back to Paladin after I checked out Necromancer. You got 4 at level 90. So even when you're at level 90, like, I swear, you get to level 90 and it's like leveling all, like, the whole level from 1 to 90 all over again at the higher levels. They really lengthen how long it takes. Especially when you got 4 classes, though, I can understand that. Like, you got 4 classes worth of loot that you're trying to find space for. I've got my filter set to T7 only, or T6 with one specific stat that you need. What kind of corruption are you pushing? Because you definitely do get a lot of gold. Like, I'm usually farming at high 200s, low 300s, and I've pushed over 400 corruption before. Highest you've been to is like 200. Well, 200 is still pretty good, but like, I'm farming at like 280s or 300s most of the time. Got tired quick of the character. Yeah, once you get to that point, it's like you've already played so much where you're pushing 200 corruption that it's just like, bah. Yeah, but 200 corruption is really good though. Especially at level 90, man. I don't think I was pushing 200 corruption until I was like level 98 on Paladin. Trying to get my first Necro up to play a specific Fire Wraith build. Oh, okay. So how many necromancers do you have? Are you just doing one necromancer per build? I mean, I understand if you're doing that. It's I've done a switch before from a completely different build. I was playing whatchamacallit. I was playing Warpath on Paladin. I played that all the way to level 98. And then it was like I was hitting a wall. I kept, I couldn't get past like 190 corruption. I was just getting absolutely trashed. And so then I switched over to Nova Hammered In, and it was a lot more than just swapping out the items, and it was a lot more than swapping out the items and the skills. You also had to go change your blessings and all those other little micro stuff. This is my first Necro. I have a Druid, a Lich, Void Knight, and a Rune Master. Oh, so you're working on your 5th class, and you just happen to have 4 other classes there at level 90. That's dope. That's more than me, for sure. Let me see. So Paladin right here is level 100, as stated before. I have a Necromancer at level 95. That's, that one's SSF because my Paladin was SSF as well before I dropped him out of SSF to go play with other people like Cap and stuff like that. And then I have a level 82 Druid. And then I have a few other classes that are all really low level. I don't even count them. I have like a 26 Void Knight and stuff. A level 17 Rune Master. I think I have a level 60... what's that class? Shaman? The Totem Lord? I created that one a long time ago. I got tired of it though. Yeah, I don't know. They reworked Shaman, but what I heard like 6 months ago is that it's easily the worst class. I haven't played all of them, but from what I've heard, that's the consensus, that Shaman's probably the worst class. The Primalist is not the best, except for the Druid. The Druid's like the shining star and all of that. Druid's probably one of the strongest masteries in the game. Like, even with my level 82 Druid that I got that doesn't have the best equipment, I can already tell this guy slaps. I really like Sentinel for the versatility. I mean, you can do Hammered In, you can do Warpath, you can do like a melee, like Rive build. There's a bunch of versatility. In my opinion, that's Sentinel. I haven't messed around with Lich. Necromancer definitely had that nice feeling of Commander of the Undead. Rogue. I played a Rogue for a little bit. I think like level 19. And it felt good. It definitely felt good. I haven't played it enough to kind of discover like its identity. Plus it's missing one of the masteries. Same with the Acolyte. I like Druid as well. Skazo over on YouTube. I wanted to make a Spriggan build work, but I'm not sure how viable it is. Yeah, I'm not sure. So when I was playing Shaman Skazo, we almost got killed. So when I was playing Shaman, it used the Druid tree to spec into Spriggan, so all your totems get buffed. It seemed cool, but I don't know. Cat made me try the PL. But with him, I'm lagging way too much to be even close to enjoy it. And as far as I've seen, his builds aren't clear builds. They aren't back, but there is a lot of lingering mobs. Power leveling. Oh, okay. Hey, what up, Renda? Feels like the bug form is where a lot of druid power is. Yeah, Skazo, dude, like Swarmblade is strong. For sure. You are absolutely right. It is strong. Did you ever try playing druid with like Werebear and Swarmblade? Because they got nodes that allow you to kind of just transform into each other back and forth. Although there seems to be interesting Ice Bear support, there's a unique that makes your bear form white. Really? I like Babbling's boot. Love your bike. I hope all is well, my friend. Phobos, resubscribed. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, everything's going very well, Phobos. How you doing? Over on Twitch. Skazo over on YouTube. I didn't really yet, but it seemed like it could be really good if you min-max for it. Yes, you have to min-max for it. Absolutely. You got to min-max for it. Because I played it when I was leveling up, and it was strong, but there just comes a point where you start hitting a wall unless you have the right gear and everything for it. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Skazo. Yeah, it's called Kermode's Cage. Makes your werebear form white. Okay, that sounds dope. Dude, thanks again for for resubscribing, Phobos. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the love, man. Oh, Badger, sorry, I missed your message. I like Babbling's build so far. It's a good watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can't take full credit for this. I got the basis of this from Volca over on Maxroll. He set it up. I've made some adjustments though. Like I spec strength into a lot of it. I'm using a few different items that he would call for, but I definitely got the idea from him for sure. I'm not gonna even pretend that I came up with this on my own. Oh no, we are not dying. No sir, not today. So Skazo, is that the only thing that Kermode's Cage does? Just like a little cosmetic turns you white? What else does it do for you? I'm sure it's not just, oh well, now you're a white bear. You're a polar bear. There you go. You're a polar bear, Harry. I can see it now. It ain't that great, to be honest, unless they revamped it since I played my druid. Oh, okay. So you're familiar with Commode's Cage? I've never heard of this unique before. What I want to see in action is Ziz's squirrel helmet. Oh yeah, Zizrin's helmet. What is it? The Herald of the Furry. The highlights are an elemental effects, increase elemental damage, melee cold damage, and werebear, and gain 2 rage on kill werebear. Oh, okay, well that's something. That sounds cool. Especially if you can turn it into a legendary and get a few more affixes on there. I think that's cool. Sort of wants you to be an ice melee brawler. Thus, polar bear. We'll take that because it has a health roll on it. Take that because it has spell damage. Yeah, Badger over on Twitch. I believe Cap found that helmet and he used it in a build. I don't know if he's got a video up on YouTube about it, but it sounded cool. They have a whole entourage of squirrels. Yes, I do love the theming of their unique items. Always interesting. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Round 2. All right, I'm ready. Let's die. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. This game has really cool boss fights. Yeah, I would agree, Badger. I keep wanting to say Bad Jeter. Oh, Badger, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Over on Twitch. Oh, okay, I gotta time this right. I can't get touched by one of those green. No, okay, no. Run. Okay, we got those jukes. We got the moves like Jagger. No! Huh. Oh, we barely survived that. Run, 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 run. Run. Okay. Alright, we did it. What is this? Alchemist Ladle. Helmet. Peak. Oh, we found an LP3 Peak of the Mountain? Don't cause I followed. Oh, don't die because you because I followed because you said my name right. It's all good. It's all good. LP3 Peak of the Mountain? Is this like a max roll? No, it's not a max roll, but it's a good roll. You cannot leech health from. Nice helmet, yeah. So if you had a build that did not need to leech, this helmet would be absolutely nuts. Unfortunately, I need to leech hardcore for my build, but oh, the possibilities with this helmet. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Nice helmet, thank you. Okay, I gotta look this up. Okay, we're Ollie tools, last epoch tools. Let's go to resources. We're gonna go to items of the mountain. So it's more of a common drop from the boss, but an LP3 is rare. It is rare, but if you're playing on tier 4, the helmet is a 50% drop. Okay. All right. Okay. Mana gain when you use vengeance and hit at least one enemy. Okay, cool. Let's throw that right there. No, we'll get rid of that. Relic. We got 2 amulets. They're stat boosters. I'm not gonna use these. So like I'm using a bleeding heart. This one's a 2 LP. I wouldn't mind finding like a 3 or 4 LP bleeding heart, but these are great amulets. They're really low level. They're perfect for leveling up your what am I trying to say? Your alts. They're perfect for leveling up your alts because they only require level 4. And they're a little bit more common, and if you can get like an LP3 or even an LP4 bleeding heart, these are perfect to have multiple of these because you can always just give them out to all your alts like candy. Like here, you get a heart. Like I even got one right here with throwing damage and chance to shock on hit. I mean, I just like to keep multiple around to suit whatever I'm doing. This one, though, has been probably my best. I got the health on there and then the frailty, so... And that 3 LP Peak of the Mountain, man. I'm going to have to find a build for that. Googly Eyes followed me on Twitch. Why, thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a blessed day. Okay. All right. So we killed the boss, tier 4, done. We got a nice LP3 Peak of the Mountain helmet out of it. Now we're gonna go into the vault. Googly Eyes, first time in chat, no probs. I'm doing all right. Hope you are doing good today too. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I am doing good. Had a good day at work, and now I'm streaming and hanging out with you guys over here on Twitch and YouTube. Hello, everybody. Add a chest that drops many runes and glyphs. Sure, just because it's a chest. All items have a 20% chance to be duplicated. Sure, we'll take that. Duplicates all unique items from every chest. What do I do for work? Uber? So yeah, if you've read my description, I am an Uber driver on the weekends. I work for the military. I'm a cook. I'll get out there and do some Uber Friday nights and Saturday nights in my area. That's normally when I get, guaranteed cash. But I've been streaming for a couple months now. I came to Last Epoch. What was it? September? Yeah, I came to Last Epoch in September, and that's been a lot of fun. Last Epoch has been a lot of fun. The Last Epoch community got me monetized over on Twitch. We're building. We're building. I'm really looking forward to the release. I'm gonna try and take a couple weeks off for that. Get some content out there. Duplicates all unique items from every chest. This is additive with sure. No. Being would be a cook would be awesome. Yeah. I've been doing it for 11 years now for the military, and then I was a cook 3 years before that at another commercial kitchen. So I've done it for 14 years now. Yes, sir. That one goes out to Scazzo over on YouTube. All chests drop 30% more items. Could be nice. Let's take it. Adds a chest. Alright, we'll take that. And no. Adds an additional glyph of despair. No. Adds an additional rune of ascendance. For 1.6 million? I'd be broke. Okay, I will take that. Decline. Okay, now let's just go in because we're farming this dungeon, right? I don't want to be just blowing all my gold right off the bat. And ad plan can't see what you're doing. Okay, I'll stop what I'm doing, Badgeter. All right, you're back. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, that was a badly placed ad on Twitch at that time. I only run an ad every 30 minutes over there, though. That's the minimum amount I can get away with. All right, you're back. Worst time, I know, right? So we dumped some cash into there, and we only got 2 chests, but we did get some multiplicative bonuses. And okay, well, we got all of that. That's cool. 30% resistances while channeling. So we got 2 glyphs of despair, a rune of ascendance, and okay, all right. I'm not dumping a lot of cash into the vaults because what we're really farming are the enemies in the dungeon because they drop exalted relics. So I'm trying not to just blow all my cash within like the first 2 dungeons. We're going to be, farming this dungeon for a little while now. I got plenty of keys. Let's see. Oh. It's really 17? Okay, I got 17 more keys, man. We can just farm this for the rest of the night. Okay, let's drop that in there and let's get going. So I didn't know this. I stopped by another creator's channel yesterday, Curse, over on Twitch. He's a cool guy. And I was telling him yesterday, like, oh yeah, I was farming some relics. He's like, oh, were you doing it on Relic Day? And I'm like, Relic Day? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, all the dungeons have a rotation. Renda G gifted a sub, and it goes to Jake. Hey. Yeah, so the dungeons have a rotation for the exalted items when you're doing it at tier 4. I didn't know that either, Badgeter. There's such a thing for that? Yeah, for real. I didn't know that. I played this game like, what, 250 hours, and I was just finding that out. So he was telling me that the dungeons have a rotation for their exalted items. And so he was like, yeah, if you're looking for relics, he said today was Relic Day on Lightless Arbor. I was like, bet, I'll be there. Never heard of that either. That's pretty cool. Yes, Skazo. Where do you see that info? He said it was on Last Epoch Tools. He posted a link to it in his Discord. I was like, yo, you're telling me this. I'm just going to go check it out tomorrow. And sure enough, he was right. So if I can find that information, I'll see if I can drop a link in the chat for you. Or at least just point you towards Last Epoch Tools. Hopefully you can find it there. Yeah, because I had no idea. I was like, what? I've been farming these monoliths when I could have just been like, that's like the ultimate target farm. Like, I always thought it was random. Like, every run that you were doing, it was randomized each time. And no, it's on a daily rotation. Oh, yeah, sorry, Badger. I only have links enabled for subscribers and regulars. No problem, no problem. Yeah, the main site on the front page, it shows the info. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. That might even be worth a YouTube video because Skazo over on YouTube didn't know that either. You didn't know that. I didn't know that. That might be worth a Temporal Sanctum. The dungeon boss drops a glyph of despair. Lightless Arbors enemies drop substantially more exalted relics. Soulfire Bastion. The Soul Gambler's inventory contains 4 additional catalysts, and that's for today, right? Yeah, 21 more hours. Oh, okay. So this started like this evening. Okay, let's see what that is. No, we don't need that. So on the site, if you go on the dungeons, they have the info on rotation. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna have to pore over that and see like on what days I know I need to be farming the dungeons. Because otherwise, I just go and farm monoliths like almost exclusively. Like I would run a dungeon every once in a while, but I wouldn't farm it like what I'm doing right now. Kind of stinks though. Like, do you know how many keys I have on my SSS profile? SSF profile, not SSS. Oh gosh. Honestly, that is great info. Yeah, absolutely. Especially in your case with 4 characters, you probably got like an entire page of keys. When I brought this guy over here, I had like no keys. When I brought him to regular, you know, like the only thing he had was like the gear on his back. Yeah, you have 1.5. Yeah, I got so many keys on my SSF profile, so my Necromancer could definitely benefit from that because she's still SSF. She could probably use a few more items. 100% wish keys would go into a rune pouch. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Kind of like, yeah, like the runes. Because you end up buying just a couple pages worth of stash tabs just for all your keys. I mean, thank God they got it for the runes and the affix shards and stuff like that. That'd be. Okay, so that's where we need to go. But since the enemies are actually dropping the relics, let's try and finish out this floor, or at least farm a little bit more. Okay. So honestly, the best farm is probably going to be on Temporal Sanctum, because you basically get 2 floors worth of farm. You know how you have to like press the key on either your controller or the D button on your keyboard to switch like which timeline you're in to get past certain objectives. That's essentially 2 floors worth of farming that you can do, as opposed to what we're doing here, which is just 1 floor. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to look for that. But Glyphs of Despair are in the Temporal Sanctum today. That might be worth going and checking out and doing a couple floors worth of that today. Get stocked up, because what do I got? I got like 15 Glyphs of Despair right now. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. What kind of belt this is? Viper Tail, no LP. Trash. No, I'm kidding. It's not trash, but I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we know that's where we need to go. Let's try and kill a few more things. Might be worth it for that endurance roll. Actually, we're probably not going to need the endurance roll. We're already capped on endurance. Just chill on hand. No, we're good. We're not using daggers. Let's grab that. Okay, let's just head for the boss. Okay. We shall proceed. I remember the first time I ever did this fight, I was streaming here, and somebody was like, yo, you should go run the Lightless Arbor. I'm like, what? So yeah, you should go run the dungeon. I'm like, okay, so I run through the dungeon, I get to this boss, and I'm like, what have you done to me? What am I even supposed? And then he just like slapped down on the ground, and I died in one hit. I was like, oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh man, he does not like me right now. Oh. What the? Oh my word. Oh my goodness. This is bananas. Come on. Die. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Also, for some reason, you cannot change the keybind for it on PC. It's stuck on D, which is annoying to hit when your main skills are E and R. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. First time I went into the Jewel Rose one, didn't know what the button to change the timeline was. Ooh. That's rough. Yeah, I didn't know you couldn't change it though. So you're just stuck with the D. Okay. Little childish humor right there. Okay, let's go. Let's buy like one chest. Yeah, no, right? Sure, we'll take that. Drops a rare. Sure, we'll take that. No. Drops a rated M for mature humor. I like it. That's right. A lightless. We don't need more keys. Okay, let's just go in. I think we got 2 chests or 1 chest and. Off and Catalyst. Chronicle of the Damned. I'm pretty sure I have both of these. Okay, let's check out these. Chance to poison on hit. Interesting. +3 devouring orb. We will take that. Fire starters. Chain of Ularos. I'll take that for my druid. Okay. Oh, that's a catalyst. I think I was putting all my catalysts in there. All right, cool. Let's go again. T4. Oh, I was like, relic? Unique relic? Oh boy. Okay, I guess I found the unique relic train. Can we get another one? Pretty please. And now. Okay, bye babbling in chat. Happy grinding off to some real world stuff for me. Yo, Skazo, thank you so much for stopping by and helping us as we're trying to grow on YouTube. I really appreciate it. You have yourself a good night, man. You take care. So, Badger, where are you located in the world? If you don't mind me asking, if you'd rather that be private, I understand. Absolutely, 100%. Are you here in the United States? Quebec. Oh, Canada. Okay, cool. I imagine it. Is it pretty cold up there right now this time of year, Badgetter? -3 Celsius. So in Fahrenheit, that's like, well, 0 Celsius is 32 degrees, so that's freezing. So you're in the upper 20s Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cold. I'm out here in California. It's like what, 50 degrees right now. Still wearing shorts? I'm a man. Okay. Could be good. Increase melee attack speed. It's not going to be for our build here, but it could be good for a different build. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't give you permission to kill me. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was trying to figure out who Phobos was. I had to go click on previous messages and then it all clicked. I'm like, that's who you are. He's not here in the chat right now, but I finally, I should send him a whisper like, yo, bro. Alright, we are gonna do what? Oh, that's right. That's right. We are going to do this. All right, let's proceed. Not that one. Yeah, thanks, Badger. You have yourself a good one too, man. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, +3 to Void Cleave. pretty good. Gucci Falucci. Alright. Well, we are starting to get a lot of stuff. I'll accept that. No. Triplicates every chest. Duplicates every chest. No. Triplicates of no. 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 No, let's just enter the vault. We're not trying to spend all of our gold. We're just trying to get relics. Okay, I'll take it. No. I am kind of a sucker for these Dawn sets, but I'm going to say no. We got a Temporal Sanctum key. Okay. Let's... This is a catalyst. No, this is a relic. Where are we putting relics? Oh, we put catalyst there? Put the relic right there. Oh, and we're gonna need a key. Okay. Okay, let's focus on the farm. Two hours flew by quick. Oh yeah, Legacy of the Quiet Forest. We already got an LP version of that. Leave that one behind. Okay, let's proceed. There we go. Face of the mountain. Whoops, I did not mean. I did not mean to buy that one. That was an expensive. Oh. +4 to summon bear. Could be useful. Here we go. Ooh, okay, that could be really nice for us. Hakar's Phoenix. I've never seen this one before. I have never seen that one before. Okay. All right. Good run, I guess. I'm gonna level this up in Monoliths, so I'm not gonna do that here. Face of the mountain. This could, if we can get a face of the mountain with some LP on it, this can definitely be very nice. Get a block chance per 2% above the cap. Could definitely be very nice. Very nice. No, we don't want to do that. We want to go back here. What's going on, everybody? We are running T4 Lightless Arbor. Stick that here, and let's go to like just random junk. Slap all of this stuff in there. And for Sonic, do you think this dungeon is worth the gold cost? I'm gonna say yes, because right now it's relic day for this dungeon. So here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The one I'm running at T4 on this day, because I just learned this like yesterday. The dungeons at the T4 level rotate what the enemies drop. So the enemies in this dungeon have a higher chance of dropping exalted relics. So I'm killing the enemies trying to find the relics, and then I'm just like dumping a little bit of gold into the vault at the end. I'm not dumping much. I may be doing like 200,000 at a time. Like, we still got over 5. Like, I did accidentally buy the wrong tab. I will admit that. I did accidentally buy the wrong tab, but what I'm primarily doing is killing the enemies to try and get more T4 relics. It's good to see you again, man. It's in the name. Infrasonic. Infrasonic returns. Yeah, so just these basic enemies right here have a higher chance of dropping a relic. Exalted relic. Thanks, man. Good to be back. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, we've just been going around just farming these guys. And then when we've killed a lot of them, we go and kill the boss. I am curious about that shield, though. If we can get, what is it, Face of the Mountain, the shield. If we can get that shield with some LP on it, it could be a good shield for us. Is this Volka's build? Yeah. I've made some modifications to some of the items, but I mean, that's to be expected. You can't just... It would be very difficult to just copy down pound for pound because the stats have such a wide variety. Ended up packing a lot of strength onto this build. His in his guide, he didn't really recommended that. I will league start with it. Yeah, dude. I'm definitely gonna... I'm playing Paladin. I may eventually build into this build, but I'm gonna want to play a few other... I want to play a few other builds. I want to try and come up with something on my own. I doubt it'll be super great, which is why I'm gonna have this build ready to go if I get to a point where I'm hitting a wall. Because the nice thing about it is it's got the range. Be interested in doing like some sort of vengeance or multi-strike build. I think that would be fun. Just kind of almost brain dead. Get in close and just attack. Use like a shield rush to close the gap. I'm so looking forward to when this game hits full release, man. It's gonna be a blast. I'm gonna try and take some time off for that. It's gonna be good. Same. Yeah. Because one thing that's kind of happened with this game, and it's not really a negative, but since it doesn't have leagues or seasons or cycles or anything like that, you got people who are just sitting on like a trove of items, and they've probably even left the game for a while because they've just farmed it for months on end. But now it's going to be like, well, if you want to play the new cycle, the new season, you got to start a new one, and everybody, and you got 3 months for it. You're not gonna, it's not gonna be, you're coming into this game and you're like competing on the leaderboards with some guy who's been grinding nonstop for a year. Right? So I'm really interested to see what the leaderboards shake out to be in that first cycle. And just see like the different builds people come up with, because they're always adding uniques to this game. You know, like the Alchemist Ladle. Like how that just kind of like just went insane. How all these different builds kind of came out of it. I don't even know if they were intended. Excuse me. Yeah, when I saw Volka's video for this build, man, it was nutty. He was like, "Oh yeah, here I am, guys. What's up? I'm clearing 1,000 corruption." I'm like, "Excuse me." Especially if they follow through with some of these corruption reworks that they want to do. It's just going to be curious to see like what the floor is going to look like for a lot of builds, because you're going to only have a couple months to farm up for the right build. You're not going to be sitting on a year or a couple years worth of loot coming up with whatever build you want to do. It's going to be really interesting, because there's probably going to be like, oh, this is a good build if you've been playing for a week. This is a good build if you've been playing for a month, this many hours. This is going to be a good build if, you know, fill in the blank. think Paladin has a lot of good starters. Oh, for sure, man. I think one of the best things about the Paladin that I've liked, as opposed to other classes, Conqueror, Warpath, Hammers, for sure. Also, with the aura, you know, you can just dump so many of your resistances onto the aura, freeing up space on your, you know, you can have a little bit more leeway with your items. You're not going to be stuck with, you're not going to be stuck trying to dump so many resistances onto there, because you can just already dump a ton of resistances into your aura. You can also pick up a lot of resistances in the skill tree. Because when I was like playing Necromancer, I was like, wow, there's not a lot of resistances that I can pick up here. Now, granted, Necromancer only has 2 masteries right now, right? So we have to take that into consideration, because a lot of these other classes have 3 masteries and they can dip into all 3 trees. Well, it's a bit dangerous unless you get a lot of cooldown, because it will only have resist half the time. Well, the resistances are constant with the aura. Am I not understanding that correctly? Even when you activate it, it just doubles the resistances. Unless you take that one node, there's that node that if you use it, when it's on cooldown, then you get no benefit from the aura. Well, they double the resist. Oh, I see. Yeah, so your basic resist will come free with the aura. I see where you're going with that, though. If you really want to maximize that, yeah, you're gonna be in a pickle if you're always like, oh well, you know, this gives me double resistances, so I just got to be sure to use it whenever a big attack's coming. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. You could get a little careless, a little cavalier with that if you're not careful. I've seen a few builds actually, like, oh yeah, if you look right here, you notice that my resistances aren't maxed, but when I use this button, look, they're yeah, when I use this button, look, all my resistances are up now. Oh, oops. I was not paying attention. Oops. I was trying to demonstrate a point and I died. Yes. Yes, your basic resist will come free, yeah. Which is still, it's still pretty nice. Your basic resistances that you get. So let's see. So I'm not taking this. How many is that? 30? Oh shoot. Why am I not maxed here? Oh, I see. Yeah, we're gonna have to respect that. So now I'm gonna have to level that up so I can take this, get my resistances up a little bit and my endurance. So you can get, I believe this goes up to like 22 or 23%. Unfortunately, I goofed somewhere. I think I had something on, but you can get resistances here. You can get poison resistance here. Let me see, where else can you pick up resistances in the tree? You get your physical damage. Okay, so it looks like these are the two places to grab resistances. Oh, and then I think you get a 15% bump. Do you get those nodes on clicking or free with the aura? I think you get 15% elemental resistance for free, and then you get to add additional resistance. Because this is part of the aura. You get 15% right here. So you max this out. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it's around 30, 33, 32% elemental resistance. And then you can take the poison resistance as well. This is a good node. Because this one also lets you cleanse ailments. I'm not using that right now, unfortunately. We're at 82% armor. Okay. Yeah, let's jump back in. I was blabbing. I was babbling. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so you get 15% for free. So wait, no, what am I saying? I'm bad at math right now. No, 15 plus... No, you're right. That's sick. You get all that block from your shield, dude. Yeah, so you're seeing that, right? Look at like what we rolled with this Weavers. We rolled a 22%. And then on top of it, it gives you Aegis, which is giving us a 13% block chance per stack of Aegis. Stacks up to 4 times. Now you lose a stack if you take a hit, but you regain these stats every second. So each, yeah, and then it caps out at 4. But yeah, so what's the maximum on that? So that's a max roll on the block chance. This is a damn near max roll. Well, not on the elemental resist. And the block effectiveness, we got 102, max is 140, but we also get +2 block effectiveness per 1% total uncapped resistance. And our resistances right now are, our endurance is at 68%. It's nutty, man. It's absolutely nutty. Yeah, I was grinding for so long to get a Bastion of Honor because I got so much strength on this build. I would have 100% block chance against enemies within 4 meters of me. And then I find this shield while I'm trying to grind for a Bastion of Honor. And I'm like, well, forget this. I mean, I did get a Bastion of Honor eventually, and it doesn't have any LP on it. And the stats are, they're okay. They're okay, but I'd want one with some LP, and it's a rare unique to find. And then I get this Weaver's Will Shield that just absolutely blows it away. It was just like, this is... felt bad, man. Okay, so this caps us off at 25%. This gives us 15%. So we're getting 40% extra elemental resistance from those nodes alone. Man, that is insane. Okay, let's go try and kill a few of these enemies. Try and get some relics. They were dropping relics like earlier, like a lot, but lately not so much. Might be time to just go farm some monos after this particular dungeon run. End out the night with some monos. What kind of corruption are you pushing these days in for Sonic? Are you still mostly just playing Paladin? Oh, Exalted Helmets. Nice. We also got to get some of our gold back. We've spent a lot of gold in this dungeon. I think we came into this dungeon with over 2 million gold. I find the end game super repetitive, so as soon as I get to EMP monos, I switch to a new character. I got you, so I stick to 100. I got you. Yeah, it can definitely get repetitive, for sure. Strength. Okay, cool. So what's the latest character that you're working on? Some Forge set Forge Guard. Ooh, that sounds fun. I like the set items in this game. I just wish that I feel like they just kind of fall off once you get to empowereds. You gotta like really start like focusing your build, and a lot of them just have a smattering of abilities there for you, and it's kind of like it's a jack of all trades almost, but not really a master of anything. Testing it out may suck later. Hey, as long as you're having fun. And that set in particular, though, looks pretty well stacked. If I'm going to be honest. Like, that set in particular looks pretty well stacked. The only two sets that I've used, I was leveling some other characters. And it was the Pebbles set, which is like, what? It's a 3-piece set. And then I was using the bear set for my druid. And they were really good, but then it just got to a point I needed to start equipping some exalteds and crafting them around. All right, Mr. Tree Man, let's go. Ooh, he almost got us. Our endurance saved us on that one, though. There we go. Alright, what do we get? Spell critical strike chance. Alright, cool. No. Okay, cool. Accept. Decline. Decline. Accept. Accept. Decline. 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 Okay. Relic, Pillager's Gold. Oh boy. I'll pick up that. Alvar's Pledge. I'm pretty sure we got a decent amount of that. Sunrise Emblem. No. Alright. Well, This has been fun, but I think we're going to go back to good old-fashioned monoliths. So we're farming 320. Let's do this one. Have fun. Appreciate it, man. You take care. I'm assuming you're leaving. I don't know if you just mean have fun in general. Alright, where is... We found another shield. Here we go. Alright, it's going to suck losing that one for a while. Because this one already looks like it's going to be inferior, but I got to level up. I got to see what it does. Ooh, shields. Let's go. Let's go. If you're just tuning in, we farmed Lightless Arbor for a while, and we are back on Monoliths where we're going to finish out the night. We're farming 320 corruption. To its credit, this Weaver's Will Shield is leveling quick. I don't think it's going to be better than the one we already got, because that shield is insane. Red Spec over on YouTube. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing tonight? Yeah, let's see what we're getting. We're getting a chance to chill. I don't know how I feel about these affixes. Because our block chance is only... Dang, this kind of reminds me of the old school Gauntlet. Yeah, dude. Yeah, wasn't there like a barbarian on there that could just like throw daggers or something like that all over the place? For sure. You play this game, Last Epoch? Oh, things are good over here? All right, man. That's what I like to hear. So this... I mean, this is probably not going to be better, but I got to level it up. I got to see where it goes. Fighter needs food. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Do you play this game, Last Epoch? We're at the end game here. We're maximum level and we're just doing in-game stuff. So we already got like a nice full build. We got these hammers that just go all over the place. It's insane. See, what is this dagger? I haven't played it. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you for checking out the channel, though. Watching a game you haven't played before. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a great game. I love it a lot, man. I got a couple 100 hours in so far. In game is where the game starts. Exactly. Yeah, this particular game has a number of in-game systems. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for new items to finish out my build, but it's also got a competitive mode, so to speak. It has an arena where you just survive as many waves as you can. And then there's a leaderboard for the top 50 players that you can get onto. So I really like that aspirational sort of content, that I can just go out here and farm to my heart's content and then take it into this mode and compete to get onto the leaderboards. Plus I just love endless survival modes for sure. Yeah. Does it have some form of multiplayer or co-op? Absolutely. I'm playing solo right now, but I could team up with up to 3 other players for a total of 4-player co-op and just run through the same content I'm doing now. That survival mode I was talking about, you can compete on the 4-player leaderboards. So if you've ever played a game like Diablo, this game is in a similar fashion, the same sort of isometric top down. You look at your character and run around and hack and slash stuff. It's got a number of great in-game systems in it. You can really customize your builds and what you do. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, the game looks great. It's still in early access. It's going to hit full release in November. No, not November. We're in November, dummy. It's going to hit full release in February. And they already got a graphics update planned for it. Yeah, that's what brought me to this game. I heard there was an endless survival mode and it had paladins. This game in particular has 15 classes, if you can believe that. You got 5 base classes, but each of those base classes early on into the game can spec into one mastery. And that could be like, if you're playing a primalist, you can spec into like a druid, you can spec into a shaman, you can spec into a beast master and just like have all these pets do the fighting for you. You can play an acolyte, you could be a lich, you can be a necromancer. They got a warlock class planned. I'm playing the sentinel class, so they can be void knights, paladins, or forge guards, which like create this walking armor that fights with you. It's cool. Yeah, not all of them are out yet. The other 2 classes are going to be on release in February. That's going to be the Falconer, which is a rogue subtype class that I'm assuming, based off of the name, it's going to have like pet birds or something. And you can be like fighting, maybe shooting with your bow, and you can send out your pet bird to like pick enemies off for you. And then the Acolyte, which is like your Necromancer, your Lich, they're going to get the Warlock subclass. And I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but from what I've heard, it's going to be all about like dealing damage over time and cursing enemies and inflicting pain like that. But me, I love Paladin from Diablo 2. I love Crusader from Diablo 3. I played Diablo 4 and I'm like, oh my gosh, why? You got this really dark setting and you have no like beacon of light and hope and, you know, somebody who buffs your party and all that. Yeah, no, it has none of that. And then I came over to this game. I'm like, Paladin, I'm in. Let's go. So what are we getting on this shield? It's okay. Well, let me show you something right here. So in Diablo, you can have like 6 active skills, right? Well, in this game, you can only have 5. I know that's a little bit of a bummer, but each skill that you have, so I can choose from all of these skills that are highlighted right now, right? But of the 5 skills I have on my hotbar right here, that means they're specialized. And I can manipulate what each skill is going to do because each skill has its own skill tree. I could be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like using hammers. Okay, yeah, hammers travel faster. Okay, I'm going to throw hammers faster. Oh, this one's going to make the hammers go in a Nova pattern. And they're going to shoot out like in a radius around me as opposed to just throwing a single hammer at somebody. Oh, this is gonna possibly double the damage of my hammers, and that's just one skill. You then got these other skills right here, all with their own skill trees. You can really manipulate what the abilities do to go with your build. And then your builds right here have all these different affixes. So you have the base item, and then it comes with 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes on the items. And you can forge all of these items here in the in the forge system to try and get the affixes and craft the item the way you want it. It's phenomenal. I love the game. I'm kind of geeking out right now just telling you about it. And so in this particular mode that I'm playing right now, this is basically, I just hop from like little map to map. I see is respecing the skills possible. Absolutely. 100% possible. So these skills that I'm spec'd into, I can hit this button right here and respec all of it. I can be like, despecialize this skill and put another skill in there and then customize that tree. Yeah. Respecting. I knew what you meant, Red Spec. It's in your name, Red Spec. Yeah. You can definitely respect these skills. Oh, and I didn't show you. You got your skill trees right here that are just native to your class. So even though I mentioned that there's 15 classes, and you master one class, you can actually dip into the other masteries just a little bit. You see this chain? I can't take any skills past this chain. All of this would be specific to the Forge Guard. But I was like, oh, you know what? Forge Guard gets some of these cool abilities right here that I could take a few points in. Void Knight as well, but my main thing is Paladin, where I can take all these different points and customize my build. Yeah. And you can respec this whole thing right here as well. It's not as intuitive as the other one, which you can do on the fly. Like right now, I can respec it. You got to go to somebody in town, and they'll allow you to respec these abilities for a gold cost, which isn't a lot. So sub jobs then. Yeah, sub jobs. Okay, we can get a helmet right there. So this mode that I'm in right now, I can see what item or what item type I'm going to get from each map that I jump to, but it's also going to give me a negative modifier that I'm going to have to the enemies are going to get harder for, in this case, the next 6 maps. The enemies are going to have 153% increased health and damage as I'm fighting my way through, but I also gain 26% increased item rarity drop rate and 13% increased experience, which in my case doesn't help because I'm already max level. But I can be like, oh, look, I can get better helmets right here. So I can work my way down to that one. And as I get closer to this, more of this area out here is going to be revealed. I'm just absolutely geeking out right now. I'm like, look, there's somebody who hasn't played. Look at all you can do in this game. Dude, I should get this game. Do you have an affiliate link? I do not have an affiliate link. I'm just a lover of the game. The game is $35 on Steam. Deal. Yeah. You get all that for $35. Yeah, that's what I said as well. Thanks for the recommend. Looks like you're having a blast. Yeah, I started this game in September, and obviously it's November now, and I got 250 hours on the game. I work full time, and then I stream a couple hours a night. So there's a chunk of those hours that came from me just playing off stream because I like the game that much. I'm not just playing the game on stream and then forgetting about it. I play it off stream as well. Ooh, okay, so what do we got? We got a wand. Okay, we got some idols. Alright. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Red Spec, if you're still there. If you ever played Diablo 2, so what advice would you give to a new player? Play the game and have fun. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try out the different classes. It takes you like... So, you start the game and you go into the campaign, and it takes you probably less than 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, to get to the point where you can choose your mastery. So it's not like you got to play this game for a while with your base class. You get your mastery, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours into the campaign. And I would say just look at the items, read the descriptions, because this particular build that I'm doing right now does a lot of physical damage. And so I got this weapon right here that increases my physical damage. And if you mouse over these abilities right here, you can see that, oh, this main damage deal that I'm doing, this hammer throw, it scales with physical damage. It also scales with strength. So I've put strength onto my build right here to really help synergize with all of that. I would also recommend, before you finish the campaign, now this is going to be, you know, a few hours into it. The campaign, depending on how fast you're going, could probably take you 8 to 12, maybe even 15 hours, depending if like you're reading all the lore and all that. Work on getting your resistances up, because like when you're first playing, you're going to just be blasting through everything. I think that's a great feature in the campaign. You don't want to already be trying to min-max all your gear, but you're going to get to a point where enemies are going to be dealing a decent amount of damage, and it would be a wise idea to make sure you got some resistances on to make sure you're not getting one shot. But the campaign kind of, I think, gives you that nudge to prepare you for like in-game stuff. That way you're not getting to the in-game and it's just like, oh man, I'm getting trashed. And I'd say just go into it blind and play it. And if you want to look up some builds, you want to like, I don't really have too many build videos, but there's plenty of info out there. Last Epoch Tools is a great site. Maxroll, if you've ever looked at any of their builds for like Diablo, they have Last Epoch builds there as well. But I would say play it yourself. Familiarize yourself with it. Just have fun and experiment. There's a ton of uniques in this game. Uniques are like legendaries from Diablo, but one thing you can get when you get into the end game, you can get these unique items that have legendary potential that allow you to put affixes that you put on the normal gear onto the unique item, making them even better. And they get upgraded from unique to legendary. But you're not, that's not new player info. That's just me trying to sell the game some more. It's just me trying to sell the game some more. One thing I would also do when you're playing through the campaign, make sure you do the side quests, because you're going to get extra skill points for your skill trees that I was showing you earlier. You're also going to unlock idol slots. If you've ever played Diablo 2, if you remember the charms that you would put in your inventory, they have the same deal in this game. They're called idols, and they have their own little slots over here. So having it here in my inventory is not going to do anything, but when I have it in these idle slots, I'll get these bonuses. And these are a great way to like get some resistances or health. In this particular case, since I'm already a pretty high level, I'm using it to squeeze out extra damage because I've already got a lot of my health and resistances taken care of in my gear. But yeah, number one advice, play the game, have fun, go into it blind, experiment, try out the different abilities, don't be afraid to respec, and just see what you come up with. A lot of builds in this game are viable. Thanks for the invite. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I stream this game on Twitch and YouTube, and I stream primarily Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you got any questions, like if you're playing the game and you're like, yo, I'm kind of having a problem here, and you want to ask somebody, feel free to come back. Or just feel free to keep showing up. I don't want to press you either way. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad I was able to demonstrate the game for you. So you're currently playing Paladin, and you said a summoner warlock are on the way. Yes, there's a warlock on the way, and there's a class called the Falconer that's a subtype for the rogue. And it's going to allow the rogue to have, like, I'm assuming because it says Falconer, it's going to have a pet bird or birds plural. We don't have a lot of information on that yet. They're going to be revealing more information on that class leading up to the full release. And the full release is in February. I believe it's like February 21st or 24th. It's somewhere around there. It's near the end of February. But if you're interested in minions and pets, there's the Acolyte. That's the base class for the Necromancer and Lich. That would be a lot of your undead. But there's also the Primalist, which is your base class for your Druid. They have a subclass called the Beastmaster, and they specialize in summoning like bears and wolves and serpents and all sorts of stuff. And it's not like minions from Diablo. Like, these minions can actually fight. These minions can actually do stuff. There's even a unique helmet in the game that when you're playing Beastmaster, it transforms all your wolves into squirrels. And they do more damage than the wolves would have done. I thought that's just hilarious that they have an item like that in the game. You love paladins and you love the idea of summoning minions. Okay. So Paladin is not really a minion class, but they do have a few ways to summon minions. There's a few unique items in the games that I think there's a sword that allows you to summon bees, even if you're playing something like a Paladin that doesn't really normally deal with minions. And then there's so the Paladin is a mastery for the Sentinel base class, and the Sentinel base class has something called a Forge Guard mastery, which specializes in having your own armor, like animated armor that fights with you and alongside you. I haven't played that one yet. It looks pretty dope though. From what I've seen, it looks really dope. So there's options there for sure. And by all means, don't let me put your ideas and your creativity into a box. If you want to be a paladin with minions fighting by your side, you can make that happen in this game. Will it be super effective? I don't know. I don't want to put that into a box for you. You could possibly make that work. Bone armor, barbed. Okay. I will take it. go do these two. So what we ended up getting on this? We'll finish it out. No, I don't need that either. Let's grab this. What does Echo Conquered mean? It's part of the in-game feature. So after you've completed the campaign, you're going to unlock these things called Monoliths. And it's basically, it's these different timelines. This game, the theme of the campaign is time travel, and they have these different eras in this fantasy world that you can travel to. And when you get to the Monolith, the idea is the timelines are kind of messed up. And so you're going to different timelines and going to these different echoes in time, which is more or less just kind of flavor text for there's a map with bad guys on it, and you can kill the bad guys in these echoes in time. And once you do that, it'll say, once you've completed one of these echoes, it'll say Echo Conquered, and then you'll get a reward at the end. And I have an idea of what kind of reward I'm going to get when I go to each of these echoes and complete it. I can be like, oh, this echo right here is going to give me, if I complete this one, I'm going to get a rare helmet. I'm going to get a unique ring. I'm going to get something. So ultimately, I would say flavor text. All right. I see complete all the echoes and the monolith is done. Yes and no. So I started here. This is this is where the monolith started. If I completed every single one of these echoes, I guess it could be done, but it keeps branching out. It keeps creating new echoes as I keep going. But eventually I'm going to run into one of these things. that once I complete this, I fight a boss. Once I complete this, it's going to raise the corruption, and the corruption is basically the difficulty. It's going to raise it and then reset this entire timeline. Yeah, and I can start, like, so when you start a fresh monolith, a fresh timeline, you start here and you got, like, let's say these little maps right here that are available to you. Then you start completing these and it starts unlocking new ones that kind of branch out from it. And I can look at each one of these and be like, oh, okay, look, over here, Echo rewards. I can get either a unique or a set helmet. I'll also get timeline stability. Basically, you fill out this bar and you can fight a special boss who has unique drops and stuff like that. I could do that, but I'm not required to do that. And I just keep branching out. And if I completed every echo in a timeline, that could take a long time. Normally what I'm looking for is items that that I have a chance at getting here that can complete my build. And once I found everything I wanted, I can click on one of these guys that pop up as I get further out from there, fight a boss, and then it raises the difficulty, but also increases my loot chance as I go along. Now, let's say you're doing this and you're going along and you've raised your corruption too high. You've now gotten to a point where everything's just killing you super fast. It's really difficult. Every time one of these timelines appear, you also get one of these guys if you've raised the corruption past your base level. What these do is it not only resets the timeline or the echo web, it also reduces your corruption by completing one of these guys. That way you can kind of fine tune it, like, oh, okay, now it's a little bit too strong. Let me kind of dial it back a little bit. Okay, that's good. I'm going to farm here for a while. I can move, I can progress pretty well at this point and still get my rewards. It's still, the difficulty's there. I'm not just sneezing and everything dies, you know, like there's a little bit of a challenge there. There's also 3 dungeons in the game, which have a range of difficulties. You got to find these keys for the dungeon, and they have their own loot drops and stuff there. They have their own bosses. Can you teleport back to a previous echo or split? So if I reset a timeline, no. But if you're asking it, can I redo these? Yes, I technically no, but every once in a while as you're moving along, you might find something like this. Destroy the Vessel of Chaos, and it will re-roll like the rewards, or it'll unlock some of these timelines you've already completed. Yeah, you can really tune the difficulty. Now here's the thing. I've been showing you all of this, and this has been in one timeline. Look at all these different timelines I can go to that all have their own echo webs with their own unique rewards per timeline. After you kill the boss in each timeline, you get something called a blessing. And these blessings here add to the game and buff you up in certain ways. So like, I completed this timeline and it gave me a choice of blessings, and I chose, I want a 77% increased chance to find swords. So as I'm playing the game now, any place I'm at in the game, I'm gonna have a 77% increased one-handed sword drop rate. This one up here, I have a better chance of finding shards that have ailments like poison or shred armor or something like that. These shards I can use to craft gear. Let me see if I could show you the crafting. Where's something I don't care too much about? Okay, let's take this. So here's the crafting. So you see, you get 2 prefixes and you get 2 suffixes. So I got this pair of boots right here. I have 1 open slot. They're procedurally generated. Yeah, so no two are the same in the end game. You're absolutely right. They're procedurally generated. So let's take, for instance, I found this pair of boots. I want to use this pair of boots. It already has movement speed on it. It has cooldown recovery, and it has increased armor. Well, let's say I don't like increased cooldown speed. I can use this glyph right here and re-roll that, and now it's changed into physical resistance. And since this little node was open, I can add something with these shards that I found. Okay, I'm gonna add strength to these boots. Now I get a few extra strength points to these boots. I would say take your time with the crafting. You know, take your time to try and understand it. And it took me a little while for sure, but once I understood it, I realized, like, okay, this system's gonna help me conquer the game, to really be able to manipulate your gear. You're still gonna need to kill stuff to find gear with most of the stats you already need on it, but then you can kind of manipulate it a little bit and craft it. Do I want this one? Well, this is a cool unique, but I don't need it. What's this amulet? Chimera's Essence. Increased damage while transformed. This is a good, this is good for classes that transform, like the Druid or the Lich. Okay. So we've been farming in this timeline. Let's go up here and grab that. Okay. I see crafting looks interesting as well. There's a bit of delay for me from when I type to when it appears. Sorry if it seems slow. No worries at all. I have normal latency on, so I understand there's going to be a delay from us talking. The only reason why I have normal latency on and not like low latency or ultra low is I heard that it causes, on YouTube in particular, it causes buffering issues. And so I figured, you know what, let's just keep it on normal latency. There'll be a delay between when you can type back to me and when I can talk to you, that sort of thing. Because I'd rather you not be sitting there just buffering, missing stuff that I'm saying, as opposed to a delay. Let's go grab this. We've been looking for rare shields in the game, like unique rare shields, and this is the place to try and find them. Yeah, no buffering issues on this stream. Others do sometimes. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to have a deeper connection with their audience, which I absolutely get. So they put it on like a lower latency. And I would have done the same, but I also watch streams here on YouTube, and I've seen issues with, like, I heard one streamer mention that he streams on normal latency because it was causing buffering issues. Oh, there we go. This is nice. Cool. All right, Red Spec. I'm actually going to call it right now. I got to go to work tomorrow. I work for the military. I'm a cook in the military. So I work full time and then I stream this game in the evenings. I will be back tomorrow. I do not have to go into work on Friday. So tomorrow's Thursday night stream, is probably going to be longer than this stream. I normally stream 3 hours a night. Sometimes on streams I just run 30 seconds behind. Oh, okay, yeah, not too bad. Yeah. So I will be back tomorrow night, and since I don't have to work on Friday, I probably will be streaming later on. So feel free to come back if you have any questions. If you already got the game and you downloaded it and you're playing it, have a blast. Feel free to come back here for any questions. I'm here on YouTube and I'm also on Twitch. I'm dual streaming. I'm streaming in both places. I wanted to be able to connect with more people, because I know there's going to be people on YouTube and there's going to be people on Twitch. So yeah, absolutely. Anyway, it looks like we got somebody else here on YouTube. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm calling it a night, but I will be back tomorrow and I don't have to go into work on Friday, so I probably will be streaming later than normal tomorrow. Anyway, you guys take care. You have yourselves a good one. Cheers.